Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. It's me, Wingy Schneebe, MWT.cards, sweet grass water medicine woman, your freelance, freaking medicine woman. Also, Christina Carr, superstar, yeah. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome to you, beautiful divine being. Right here too. Oh, glad to be here with you. How goes it for you? Therapy Thursdays. Excuse me, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. Not pajamas today. I gotta get out today. Do some things, but I need some grounding. See, I kind of dress in the way that I need to feel. This bright skirts. Right? I need the grounding. So here's my tree of life. Need balance. And we were just talking about the trees, right? The standing people. We did the peace tree and moon launch spread centering yesterday. That was pretty powerful. Now, Remembrance Day. So what are we going to do today, Brian? What? Did we just go do a little quickie? These all upside down? Yep. Little quickie, just the daily points to ponder. I got a nice little different setup here. I kind of rigged up my little box there to help hold the cards a little easier, so I'm not going to be flipping around with them. So let's try it out. Let us try it out. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's still hurting. Every day hurts in some way. Like burnt out, body is burnt out, but you know, that spirit keeps coming in. Right? Filling me up, filling me up. Oh, I got just chills down my spine. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Divine. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you can see the goosebumps. Thank you, anybody. All those prayers and stuff too. That energy works. You see the shift. Yeah, you are part of that too, right? Thank you. Thank you. Do that for yourself. Hope you do that for yourself too. That's what I'm trying to do for myself, right? Do for myself like I would do for somebody else, right? Pour myself into myself. Like I pour myself into everybody else. Right? I ain't no half-assed girl. Put my whole ass into everything I do. Except for I half-assed my self-care. Right? So now put my whole ass into my self-care. So that's what my children need. No matter what happens, my children need. There's a will, there's a way. I've got so many things going on in my head. Ha ha, right? Worried about money, getting out to work and make money. Well, hey, I got an opportunity coming up next Friday. I can make some money, and it won't be something that's too hard for me to do. And it's something that where I'll get some healing from it too, right? I love that. That's my whole begin within business is what it's all about. Everybody gets healing from it. There's those gifts we have to share, right? Who's making the gifts is healing for them to make that piece of art or whatever, right? This was healing. You know, if I'd sold that, well, it could be healing to somebody else. Somebody else could relate to that. There's my daughter's too. She wanted to do hers as well. And then I got this beautiful feeling, a family tree wall. You have everybody in the family doing their tree, right? There's mom's tree in the center, mom and dad's, whatever that is, whatever family that you have. And then the kids' trees all around that. Whoa. Maybe we'll do a workshop. I don't know. That's what my begin within thing is about. It's about the workshops. Learning about ourselves and deep dives, those gifts that we have, right? We need to trying them out, right? Because you never know what's going to work for you. It's try it. That's what Spirit says. Try it. Have the rites of passage. Change it up, right? Can't just change what's going on around you. You can change your mind. You can change that attitude. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sometimes you need to do it. Doubt overcome by action, right? Take that action. Maybe you'll prove to yourself that you can do it. Okay, well, I'll leave that to somebody else. Let me move on. Let me try this now. Maybe this is my area. Right? It's a deep dive, that self-reflection. What is it saying to you? Look, 3, 4, 5. You take those steps, right? You're seeking and finding inside. What is that gift inside of you? You were made with them. what the Creator give you for your special talent, even if it looks like somebody else's, even if it looks like nothing. Remember the story of the naked mole rats? True. Do you want to look that up for yourself? You can look that up for yourself. The biggest naked mole rats. It doesn't look like they're doing anything. They just sit there, but yet they get all the first feedings. They get the best of the foods and stuff. Doesn't look like they do anything. And then the rains come, and well, there's their job, because they keep the whole colony safe from drowning, because they plug their big fat buddies into the holes. So, essential, even though for the most of the time, they're only needed essential when it's raining. No, they're essential all the time. We need to keep them fed, because if we're not keeping them fed and treating them like they're essential all the time, how are they going to put on that weight, be able to fit in those holes and save the rest of the colony? So each of you, every single one of us human beings, is so important and essential right now at this time. And the best thing you can do is begin within and find your own inner peace, because if we have a world full of people taking responsibility for their own inner peace, doing the empowering and not trying to have power over, wow, imagine that. Just imagine, right? So what are you doing? Are you doing your part to add into that? Or are you looking at everybody else that's not? Because if you're looking at everybody else that's not, are you doing it? Right? That's that fertility, right? That birth. Rebirthing into what? I don't know what's up for you. Okay, let's get on with it then, eh? We're already 6:50 in. Well, this one was a giveaway ceremony. Releasing the need to control. Release the need to control. We don't need to control anything. We have no control of anything. Like, that is the biggest lie as human beings. We tell ourselves we have no control of anything. Just when we think we do, winds of change come blowing through. Right? Whatever it is. Whatever it is for you. Okay, we're calling in all of our directions from all of our energies from the direction of the east. Place of illumination, clarity, fire, man. Calling back all of our energies from the south. That's the innocence, the child, the emotions, the water. Calling back all of our energies from the west. That's the place of introspection, the earth, the physical, the woman. And calling back all of our energies from the north. That's our wisdom years, the air, the mental. Walk our red road from south and childhood, where we want to keep going, go. We don't know when to retreat. We have to be told when to take a nap, Sometimes not. So we just keep going. Right, we'll fall asleep in our Cheerios. Look at babies. When it's time to sleep, they just sleep. We need to listen to our bodies like that, right? But see, little ones need to be taught to listen to those bodies. And we need to listen to and respect their bodies. Like, how often do they say, oh, I'm full? No, you're not, right? Oh, whatever. How many times do we go against and tell our children, oh, no, you're not. Ow, that hurt. Oh, no, it didn't. Whatever that is, right? Look at that. So they're learning from us. So let's teach them now and early in those healthy habits to balance out their play, which is the children's work. That is their work. They need to play. That's their work. That's their responsibility. Their responsibility is to play. And learn and grow. Okay, up to the north in the wisdom years as we watch them. We're guiding them through that, their sweat, and purifying all that we may have picked up on that red road from childhood to adulthood. We need to cleanse out all that we're not and return to that innocence of who we are. Who we all are, divine, amazing beings, made by the same creator, whatever you call it. Let's not get sticky. Right? The cycles, the movement, that spirit that animates us, that keeps things going and flowing. It's not the humans that keep the world turning. Right? No. So let's look at that. We create those cycles and movements in ourselves. We can only change it in ourselves, and then it'll have a ripple effect. Okay, Spirit knows that. Spirit knows that. So Spirit trusts. Spirit does not get worried. Spirit is all love. Because it knows everything is in divine and perfect order. Oh, in Spirit, there is no time, right? It can see all. Whatever that is. And that roots east to west. See, we're rooted in this earth. We are earthly beings, but we're also spirit. Here we go with the trees. Right? The trees know the truth. They sink. They need to be rooted in the earth. Yet their trees, their branches stretch out into Father Sky, right? So they know it's both, right? They know they need to share. They can't take more or else this tree won't survive. So they share what they have there. If one tree just took from all, right? Now it wouldn't last very long, now would it? The trees know how to let go. So when we get into that blue road of spirit, when we tap in to that spirit within us all, those are our true roots. That's where our life comes from, the spirit. Given life through the spirit, supported and sustained by the earth. We don't support and sustain the earth. The earth supports and sustains us. As we get up to those wisdom years, hopefully we've learned that now, and we're showing that respect and giving respect back to all. All that's here belongs here. This is the way Creator made it. Why do we try to change it? Above, below, and within. I get the rambling on there sometimes. I don't know. I'm passionate, people. I'm passionate about the people, about the earth, about creation, about love, and everybody deserving the love. There's no need to fight anymore. What is all this fighting for? We need more peace, not more war. Okay. Oh, look, I wrote a little flow yesterday. What is all this fighting for? We need more peace, not more war. Maybe once there was a time to free a race from a leader's crime, to shine a light on how to ourselves we lie, saying we have to fight for our lives, or without our leaders, without our mortal leaders, we will surely die. We can't think for ourselves. There's just no time. Lies, lies. See, that is the biggest lie. Our lives come from the divine. We have free will and our own minds. The smallest part of creation is humankind. We are governed by the laws of the universe, not man's made-up ideals of being right over being kind. The hate or evil in our hearts we try to hide in someone on the outside. We buy into more fear-based lies. The innocent ones becomes the scapegoat for all the evil we in ourselves deny. The evil that says your life is worth less or more than mine. All life is precious in our Creator's eyes. So, yeah, that was my flow from yesterday. Anyways. Overall energies is looking... Okay, this one's coming up here. I'm flicking and flicking in there. So then that will have a top and bottom. Okay. Overall. Right there. No. We're going for... Okay. The animals. Okay. Overall energies. Look at that. Didn't it flip out? Releasing. What are we giving away today? Releasing those gifts that you've been holding on to because you think they're going to be rejected, whatever that is. Releasing your true self. Releasing the fears. Or feeling the fears and doing it anyway. With grace and ease. Releasing the need to be a duck when you're a swan. Releasing the need to try and be a swan when you're a duck. Right? Whatever that is for you, that grace and ease, releasing old beliefs that said, hey, you gotta work hard, But if you can't work hard, then it's not worth it, right? Whatever that is. So releasing that need, Releasing that need to work harder, not smarter. We need to work smarter, not harder. Whatever that is, okay? I'm getting too caught up in trying to make none of my words. Okay, look at this. I fix this up here. I can do this. And that. Stood up just fine. Look at that. No messing around with that. Let's see. Okay. So releasing. We're doing that giveaway ceremony. What are we releasing? We're thankful for what we have. We are releasing the need to feel that we need to fight. Releasing the feeling that we have to stand up and be against. Remember that, ow, creates more pain. It does not help. It's only more hurting. It's time for healing, not hurting. We got enough examples of that in the back, so we can release that. Now with grace and ease. Grace and ease. No forcing anything. And let's reflect. Reflect before we take those actions on that and getting to that grace and ease today. And releasing today. Just one little thing. We don't have to talk about it all, Right? You're not going to cleanse out a decade in one day. No, I saw the post. It didn't come from me. I'm reflecting on that. Reflecting. Wow. So are we doing that? Is everybody listening and taking that time to retreat? Are we still trying to push through everything? Are you trying to push through because your body will bring on an illness and say, no, I don't want to do this no more. Right? The spirit is limitless. But we need to have that balance because the body is not. We need to retreat and rest, refuel, recharge. Release that thing that says keep going, push through. No pain, no gain, no pain, no gain. Nah, that's not how it is. Introspection, retreat, take a look inside. Why are we doing it? Okay, are we intending to add more kindness into this world? Are we looking for attention, right? It's that introspection. So retreat and look, release. If you're giving away something, if you're giving to somebody, is it to get recognition? Or is it because you recognized you had a gift you could share that would help somebody else heal in some way? Or bring them joy, whatever that is. So we're looking at that. And as we're giving stuff away, what are we releasing? And why are we releasing that? Are we sending it out with love, with grace and ease? Are we holding and kicking and screaming when we see something needs to be released? Something needs to be let go. We got to let go of something. We got to get over it. Whatever that is. And are we hanging on to it? Are we able to let go with grace and ease? Do we relax, retreat, take that introspection and see, okay, I've learned my lesson from this. Maybe there's something somebody else can learn from that too. You see, I got little hookies there. So these will go up here. Lilies. Okay. Moon lodge and inward tree. Moon lodge and inward tree. That's what we did yesterday. So that's the moon lodge taking a retreat. You see what it? Okay. I'll just show you. Right? Ta-da! Well, now one fell. Right? You had to see, didn't you? Right? You made me. No, you did not. I did that myself. But look at how many do that, right? My daughter jumped up in the bed the other day. I'm standing the doorway. All right. She goes, get in your bed, I say. She goes and jumps up in her bed, bumps her head because, now the wall comes down. The ceiling. Well, when you have those half ceilings, right? Her bed's here, right? So she jumped up and bumped her head in the ceiling. You made me hit my head! Maybe that's something we need to release. Release the need to blame somebody else for the pain that we're going through. Right? It's here to teach us a lesson. What is it here to teach us? Look inside, right? We got this common thing going on in the world, and there may be some common lessons from that, but we're all going to have our own lesson in that. People say, oh, what more, what more? Like my life was in crisis and all that before this all came along. It was like a crazy mess before all this. This seems like nothing, right? Maybe anybody else who's lived a life in that anxiety and that fear and whatever. In some ways, it kind of feels like a permission to relax in some way, to not push yourself to get out there because, you know, we're supposed to stay home, whatever that is, right? So look at that for you. What are you learning from this? Are you learning you're one of those ones that like to point fingers at everybody else and not take care in yourself, right? Or, you know, you're taking care of yourself and looking at everybody else is not doing it. How are we helping in that way? Right, let's release that there's an ideal way to do everything, and that, hey, we know that ideal way, and if somebody else isn't doing it our ideal way, then it's wrong, right? We can still peacefully disagree, okay? Then retreat. You find yourself arguing, you're trying to push your opinion on somebody, retreat, okay? Because maybe you're trying to say, hey, you're really an ugly duckling, okay? Let me show you how to be a beautiful duckling. And you're trying to teach the swan to be a duck. Right? You think you're doing great. You know, you want, just fit in, fall in line. This is what we do here. Maybe that's not helping. Okay? You don't know. So look at yourself. That's all we can do. We all need to look within. No exceptions. Every single one of us need to do those deep dives. Take that action. That mail. We do that reflection, introspection, finding out, are we doing this with the intentions of adding more peace? Or are we doing this for attention? What's that action we're taking? Could take today. It's up to you. Maybe you've already taken it. I don't know. Maybe this is something that's before you're reflecting. I don't know. It's up to you and your creator too. That's what I say. You know, just touch it. Whatever you call it, it's okay. All right? I'm not sticky on that. I just believe we need to tap into that source. That common source we all have. We're all human beings here. All right? To take care of ourselves. That's what we have. 43, look at that. It's like a reversal, reflection. Well, it's a reflection this way, backwards, whatever. The self-reliance, right? We're not all on our own. We can do that self-reliance because we're all fully, wholly supported by our earth, protected by our source. We're given all that we need to get all that we need, to fulfill all that we need, and then some, so that we can release and share with others as well, right? And we do the sacred dance. Look at, there's reflections, sacred spirals. So that burden basket, or do you keep dumping on everybody else, looking for somebody else? Is that the patterns, the cycles, that we keep people needing us, and we're building these societies where it's a codependence instead of interdependence? So all we can do is change that in our own lives, right? Do you look to source? Do you pray, or do you try to take your power back from other people? What patterns and cycles are you repeating in your family that you may not have realized? And now it's the time to make that switch, right? That's the action today. Do your sacred spiral dance. If you want to dance and shake it away, dance it off, whatever that is for you. You want to do like one of the whirling dervishes and just spin it out, spin it out, spin it out, spin it out, spin it out. Come in that self-reliance, right? We can do it. We're all equipped with all that we need. The earth is fully equipped with enough for everybody to sustain that life for everybody. Truth. Look in yourself for that. What's the sacred spiral in your life? What's the sacred ones to keep repeating? What is working? Right? When we pray, when we look up, when we believe, when we don't try to force ourselves on anybody else, when we're all taking care of our own burdens, we're not dumping on anybody else, saying it's your fault. We're not going out and trying to find somebody to blame. We take full responsibility for ourselves, for our inner children, because we are all fully responsible for our inner children. No exceptions. So when we take that, that's that action. right? We become self-reliant. We stop blaming everybody else. We release that need to blame. We step into our own power with grace and ease. Okay? Stepping into who we truly are, the way our Creator made us. And maybe, right? We don't know. When was the last time you were fully holy yourself? Have you ever been fully holy in touch with yourself? Except for when we were children, right? And how that change gets kind of like put out of us because we need to be the same. You need to fall in line. We need to conform. Oh, I didn't like that when they said that about my son. He's not conforming. Well, I don't want him to conform. I want him to be his beautiful, unique self. Right? Embracing an unknown. What if we all did that? Embraced our beautiful, unique selves. We didn't feel like we had to pretend to be anything else, and we were accepted as that. But how do we know if we're ever going to be accepted as that if we never put ourselves out there? Put it all out there, my friend. Be who you are, who your Creator made you to be, right? You have a different viewpoint too than anybody else, right? There's lots of psychological experiments and stuff looking at different things. We can put something in front of us, right? Okay, what do you see there? Well, my angle, I just see the clear bottle. No, there's a label on it. No, there's no label on it. Yes, there is. Well, we're looking at the same bottle, but we have a different angle on it, right? Everybody has a different viewpoint, and so from their viewpoint, that's where they make their options from, right? So sometimes we need to change our viewpoints, right? Maybe look where we haven't looked before, but it's scary to go there. But wow, once I got in there, I saw, look at it, it's all these beautiful parts of myself I hid away. I hid them away. Why? Well, somebody didn't think they was acceptable. Somebody didn't think they was acceptable. Right? Look at that. Nose would stand up there like that. Right? And then I didn't do one with middle cards. Whatever. Okay. And then I were Medicine Woman Tarot. 2713. Okay. But embrace it unknown. Who are you? Right? Who are you? Who are you? Get it too spooky. Be who you are. Just be as you are. If you feel the need to change that, change that. If something needs to change to be, it's in our self-expression. It's not just, how we express ourselves. Be who you are. Who Creator made you to be. What are the gifts Creator blessed you with? Remember, gifts are to be given and shared, right? Woo! Chills. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling the goosebumps right down to my toes, like literally. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh gosh, can you feel that? Oh, open up. Ah. Oh, I believe in the good things coming. Oh, I sure do. Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you feel it? Do you feel it too? Are we blocking it out? Are we getting caught in that fear? Let's release that fear. Release that need to control. Release that need to know what's going on. Release. Relax. Get to know who you are. What is your purpose here? Okay? We can't change things on the bigger scale. Like, we can vote and stuff like that, but if they're narrowing it down and there's only these two, right? Or there's nobody you want to vote for. What if it's too confusing to even learn? And that's the problem. Things need to be broken down and made it simplistic, right? Release the need to complicate everything. Because if it's complicated, not everybody can understand it, then really, who's it going to benefit? It only benefits the ones that understand it. And it doesn't mean the other ones are stupid or anything like that, We've been taken advantage of, and we need to see that. Don't be naive. If you want to, go ahead. Or, excuse me. Whatever. Releasing with grace and ease. Okay. Whoa, there we go. A brave new herald of thought. Brave herald of new thought, right? So that's what we're releasing, those old thoughts, those old ways, and we're embracing that new, and we're taking aim. See the phoenix rising from the ashes. Everything needs to be torn down. And what are we aiming at? A nice, brighter, more beautiful world connected to spirit where everything is part of it. See, there's Here's the dark and the light. It complements each other, right? We need all both. But we don't need to keep repeating the same cycles of fighting. We can see that that's happened. So now what are we aiming our arrows at? It's not at other people. It's at our common goals, right? Of that peaceful world. Aiming straight into the light. From that higher thought that connects us all. You see how they're connected there? That's what we're doing. We're releasing that need to think we're separate from each other. Oh, because we look different, because we sound different, because we act different, because we believe different. Wow, let's embrace all that. Embrace the unknown. What would it be like if we just allowed everyone to be who they are? What would that be like? Just to be free, to be you. And not feel like anybody's going to come attack you just because you're you. You know? Or want to change you just because you're you. No, we end up falling into those places where we all feel like we belong here and we're part of this universe, because we all are. No exceptions. Sorry. Right? We're all humanity. We all belong here. Okay, so now we're looking inside that retreat and introspection. Retreat and introspection. Reflecting on that. What we're giving away. What is that new herald of thought? The new herald. Brave herald of new thought. It's a brave thought. Never mind just being the thought. Action, right? We're thinking about being who we are. Thinking, wondering who we are. And then we embrace it. And then we take that step. Right? We retreat, right? Because we see that all of our basic needs have been, we've survived till now. We've gotten through 100% of everything. All of our adversities, everything. We've survived 100% of it till now. Look at what humanity has gone through. We've survived up till now. Right? There's still stronger species out there, right? They were never wiped out. Look at those ants and everything too. So, like, come on. And they also outnumber us. So we have enough for our basic survival. So we need to retreat and see that. And see that. So are we going out for more because this is our basic survival, or what? Right? Because if we're taking from somebody else. So if we're taking more than we need, we might be taking from somebody who, that's their basic needs, right? When we're going for our luxuries, we might be taken from others for their basic needs. And there is enough. There's always enough to go around for all of our basic survivals, okay? So if we think of it that way, we're just trying to survive. Well, hey, I got a bounty I can share with others because, hey, their crops wasn't so good. I share my bounty over here. We're all fully supported. Everybody's basic needs is met. We all share. We all share from our full cups, from our bounties. We all share, not because we're told to. Because we know our needs are met and we have enough, right? Because how can I watch you suffer when I'm sitting over here eating all of this? How can I feel good about that? I can't. Anyways, now the action. Action on that. Well, 333. Action. Now the action, the burden basket, the sacred spirals. There we go. We got the two. Two came out for that one again. The will to do, the materialization of love. Right? You have to put your will into it. If you're not willing to work together, if you're not willing to see things in a new way, if you're not willing to open up your mind, if you're not willing to see that maybe you were wrong about something, or maybe this belief that you held wasn't actually beneficial to you or anybody else, right? It's that will. We have a free will. So wherever we're putting our mind to, that's what's going to draw that to us, right? Are we focused up on spirit? Right? Shooting for the highest, best that we can be, that Creator made us to be. Right? Are we seeing that love is already there? This is the full of bowls. Our cup is always filled. I think in the regular tarot, it's the Four of Cups. The person is looking at the 3 spilled cups and not seeing that one that's coming in to offer. You see, no matter what, no matter how alone we feel or how, we don't see anyone around, Spirit is always there. We're never alone. That love is always there. We ourselves are like the materialization of love. I like to think of it as, our Father Creator and our Mother Earth coming together. And we are the love that resulted. We are the love child of our Father Creator and Mother Earth. That's the way I think of it. Us human beings are the materialization of the love Creator had for Mother Earth. Our human babies are materializations of the love we have for each other. Maybe. For ourselves. Or the love we wanted for ourselves. Whatever that is for you. You have to have that will to bring that love out of you. Let love in, let it flow through you. Okay, that's the action we need to do, right? We need to release putting our burdens on anybody else. Release, right? That we can't do anything for ourselves. We can do it. We can do it. We're fully, holy, and supported. It's always there. And we're loved just as we are right now, right? We want to know who we are. We get in touch with our Creator because Creator knows who we are. Creator knows. Oh, He made us. Okay, I'm putting this extra one down here. Ha ha, right? Materialization of love. That's just what it's all about. But you can't see that there. Huh? Tilt it a little. I just love how the sun comes in though, because that's what it needs to be. Can you see it better there? Whatever, the sun will change in a little bit. Let me get the top and bottoms now. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're materialization that love. Because, right, who's going to love us fully, holy as we are if we're not letting that shine out? So it begins within as well, right? How do we get into those mutual giving partnerships if we're looking for a partner to complete us, to give us something? Let's look at what we have to offer. The love we have to offer. And hey, right? I might offer this one, they say no. Okay. Maybe it's not. We can still leave them with some love. That's what I mean. We don't push our love on anybody else. We can offer our love. It's up to them to open and receive it or not. If they don't, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with us. Right? Because not all energies will go. It's like complementing energies, those energies that will help you grow and expand. So if you feel like your offer of love is rejected, maybe that's something in them. Maybe it's not a rejection. It's because this is not where you're intended to be putting that love. I don't know. I'm trying to think about it too much. I'm getting too caught up in my head about it. I'm thinking about it and just letting it through. Right? Recycling that waste. Be snake, the crawlers, the totem of stones, and that we all need to see that. We need to turn over a new leaf. Right? Because those leaves become that fertilizer for that soil. So it's not, you may look dead on the ground, but they're not. They're helping to create that new life, supporting and sustaining that new life. So everything that's come before, we don't need to look at this was bad, that was bad. This all had served its purpose, and those things have served their purpose. We don't need to do them anymore. So we don't need to continue those cycles that keep wreaking havoc, right? And then acceptance. This is the 6 of pipes, the channel, the acceptance. We all belong here, and being gentle with ourselves and with each other, right? And getting along with the rest of creation, because man was here. Dominion is to take care of it. It's not power over. It's to take care, being a keeper of the earth, recycling that waste, doing things that are sustainable. I mean, we can't take everything. Well, but we could. Do we want to prove it to ourselves? We could blow up the world. We could rape the world of everything, of all her natural resources until there is nothing left, right? We keep thinking that it's limitless. Like material, physical things are limited. Spirit is limitless. Okay, but I don't believe that Earth would let us take everything. That shakes us off. That's going to be something that comes in to let us know. Hello, wake up, peoples, wake up. And then we have to accept that. Let's accept that. We're all human beings. We all deserve to be here. We all have cycles we're repeating, cycles we're breaking. We all have dysfunction in our families. We all come from the same source. Humanity has evolved from the same things. whatever, right? I remember in a biology class even how, because we lived in the mountains, your slanty eyes went, they're different, the squinting, because you're squinting in the snow. Well, then with evolution, then your body is made for the environment that you're living in. I mean, like, hello? Like, that's the intelligence of this world. We're all uniquely made. And hey, we'll adapt. We adapt to those situations. We are adaptable. We are growing, right? We are changing. We have many different viewpoints. And as we grow older, we get different viewpoints. There's different options open up to us too as we get older. So let's see that and have the will to do more, to set our sights on the highest, right, for all, the highest and best interest of all. Let me see if I can find where that blocking that sun most to see. Materializations of the love, right? Can you see everything there? Almost. All right, again, though, look at the options that you have in front of you. We can continue going on like we've always gone on, or we can embrace it unknown and do something different, right? Bring in a brave herald of new thought. What is that for you? Just for today. Look at it just for today. One new thought. And every time that, you pick one. Something that comes up, you're repeating, and then we're going to change that thought. Just pick one. One step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, one moment at a time. Okay? Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get worried. I like this. Half and half, right? Because we need both light and the dark. We need action and we need rest. We need balance. And it begins within. It begins within you. It begins within me. Okay? We can do this. I believe. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yeah, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. This world really needs you. You are essential. Every single one of you. No exceptions. We all belong here. No exceptions. We're all in this together. Truth. We're humans on the earth. Yes, it is true. Inarguable truth. Well, I mean, of course you can argue anything if you want to. We got free will. What are you putting your will to do? I love you. Wonderful, blessed day. And put it all out there, my friends. Gifts are meant to be shared. Love you.